After 8 years of silently enduring humiliation, I returned to the house where I grew up, searching for refuge. But when I knocked on the door, the last person I expected opened it, my mother-in-law. With a cold smile, she told me that the house no longer belonged to me. What she didn't know was that I had been preparing for this moment for months, and that one single phone call would bring down her entire castle of lies. My name is Valentina. I'm 31 years old, and if someone had told me at 22 what I was about to live through, I probably would have laughed. At 22, I believed in fairy tales. I believed love could fix anything. And most of all, I believed my husband's family would love me like their own daughter. I was wrong. It all started when I met Marcos. I worked as a receptionist at a dental clinic on the outskirts of the city. He walked in one Tuesday with a toothache, messy hair, wrinkled shirt, but a smile that, despite everything, felt like the most beautiful in the world. He made me laugh while filling out his form. He invited me for coffee afterward. Within 6 months, we were already talking about marriage. My mother warned me, "You don't know him well, and you know his family even less." But I was in love, and when you're in love, warnings sound like background noise. The first red flag came the day I met Doña Graciela, my future mother-in-law. She greeted me with a smile that never reached her eyes. She looked me up and down slowly, like someone inspecting fruit in a market. "So, you're the famous Valentina? Marcos talks about you a lot. Too much, I'd say." I didn't know what to say. Marcos squeezed my hand as if to say, "Relax, that's just how she is." Naively, I believed things would improve with time. We got married in a small ceremony. My parents paid for almost everything. Doña Graciela didn't contribute a single penny, but she criticized every detail. The flowers were wrong. The food was too simple for her son. That night, when my mother hugged me goodbye, she whispered, "You will always have your home, my daughter. Always." I didn't realize then how much that sentence would haunt me. After the wedding, we moved into a small apartment. At first, I thought we were happy. But Doña Graciela began showing up unannounced, anytime, any day, always with an excuse. And every time she came, she criticized everything. The rice was too soggy, the shirts weren't ironed properly, the house looked neglected. I stayed quiet. Marcos always said, "That's just how she is, don't take it personally." But time didn't change her. It changed me. I became quieter, smaller, invisible. When my daughter, Sophia, was born, I thought things would improve. They got worse. My mother-in-law would take her from my arms. "You don't know how to hold her. I raised 3 children. Let me do it." She criticized everything I did. And Marcos? He said nothing. That silence hurt more than anything. Years passed. Then, one day, I realized she was poisoning my daughter's mind. "Your mom doesn't cook well. Come, I'll fix your hair properly. When you grow up, you'll live with me, right?" That broke me. Not the insults, but her trying to take my child away from me. That night, I made a decision. I wouldn't keep living like this. But I wouldn't leave without a plan either, because I had learned something. Battles aren't won with shouting. They're won with patience, intelligence, and preparation. Months later, everything exploded. Marcos told me he needed space and asked that I leave the apartment. So I packed a small bag, took Sophia's hand, and left. We went to my parents' house. Or, at least, I thought we did. The curtains were different. The door felt chujo. I knocked. And when it opened, there she was, Doña Graciela, standing inside my childhood house like it belonged to her. "What are you doing here?" she asked calmly. "What are you doing in my parents' house?" I replied. She crossed her arms. "This house isn't yours anymore. Marcos fixed everything months ago." My heart dropped. I had signed papers after my mother died. I didn't read them. I trusted my husband, and he betrayed me. But I didn't cry. Not this time. Instead, I made one call. To my lawyer. What Marcos and his mother didn't know was that my mother left a secret will, a legal document clearly stating the house belonged to me and only me. No husband, no in-laws, no one outside the bloodline could claim it. That single document changed everything. We went to court. Evidence came out. Fraud, manipulation, deception, even a recording proving they planned it. The judge ruled the documents I signed were invalid. The transfer was fraudulent. The house was mine. 15 days later, my mother-in-law was forced to leave. I returned to home, this time with the keys in my hand. The house smelled different, but underneath everything, it was still mine. My father's tree was still there. My mother's memories still lived in every corner. Sophia ran into the yard, laughing, and in that moment, I knew it was all worth it. I rebuilt everything: the house, my life, my peace. Marcos tried to come back. I filed for divorce. Because in the end, I learned something important. Strength isn't about not being afraid. It's about being afraid and acting anyway. It's about losing everything and still standing. It's about having the door slammed in your face and choosing to make the right call. Today, my home is full again, full of laughter, of flowers, of my daughter's footsteps running through the yard, and no one, absolutely no one, will ever take it away from me again.